Hello, everyone. Welcome to NLP Summit. I am honored to one of the presenter in the NLP 2024 Summit. In this presentation or in this session, what I will do is that I will go through an agentic workflow in healthcare, which we are using on our Oracle Cloud infrastructure with John Snow Labs and some open source LLMs and SLMs, as in large language models and small language models. I work for AI solutions team in Oracle Cloud Engineering, and I and my team, we focus on AI solutions, automations, and working with generative AI stuff across industries, but our main focus is, of course, healthcare. Okay. So what we will do today, we will basically go through 4 sections. At first, we will understand what is a multi-agent system, then application of multi-agent system in healthcare. Third section will focus on some of the benefits and challenges. And the fourth section will be focusing on how we can set up a multi-agent system on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. So understanding a multi-agent system. So what is a multi-agent system, or in the industry known as MAS? It actually involving multiple intelligent agents. They can be SLMs, they can be small language models, or they can be large language models and other AI models interacting with each other to solve problems that are beyond the individual capabilities or even knowledge of each agent. So basically, multiple agents are working together and solving a complex problem by breaking it up into simpler tasks and then focusing, and then each agent is focusing on a single task. So some of the characteristics of a multi-agent systems are autonomy, reactivity, how it is reacting to a prompt or to an instruction, proactiveness, how it is going and solving something that hasn't been asked for, but it has memorized from earlier interactions. Then the social ability, maintaining a facade as if the user is interacting with a human agent, and the ability to adapt to changing environments and making them suitable for complex problem solving. Some types of agents can include a collaborative system, a competitive system, a self-interested agents like large language models, small language models, and task-specific automation like running an optimization model or running an algorithm to simulate molecular reactions. So each contributing to the overall system's functionality. So here is the language models, how they are interacting in a multi-agent system. So what is the role of the language model? So I am taking the example of JSL MEDEX 80 billion parameter language model from John Snow Labs. It has the ability to process and generate human-like text, making them valuable components of the overall MAS for natural language understanding and generation. It is used for summarization. It can be also used for some decision making down the line. So advantages of LLM and SLM are that they can perform tasks more precisely and quickly than any human agents, enhancing the overall efficiency of the multi-agent system. Of course, it also has some challenges. These agents require careful management within the multi-agent system or within what we call the agentic workflow to ensure optimal performance and ethical usage. So here is just an example how we are using an agentic workflow to enable real-time decision making and strategic planning, and also to create summarization from doctors' notes and entity recognition. So user provides the input to SLM moderator, and then it goes through various agents to get the output. And in a future slide, I will go into more depth and how we can run it on OCI. Here I just have it as an example. So what is a agentic workflow? So an agentic workflow is the first step is to define it, right? So this workflow using MAS focuses on coordination and collaboration of multiple agents to achieve specific goals or tasks. Then what we do is that we actually optimize the performance. So a focused workflow can lead to better performance by directing SLM-based agents to prioritize and specialize in specific tasks. We make sure that we are not using one model to do multiple tasks. So what we do that we actually isolate the models only to focus on specific tasks, and then we tie them together with automation using our workflow tools so that they all work in coordination. Some of the key considerations is that designing an effective agentic workflow involves balancing the autonomy of the individual agents with the collective goal of the multi-agent system. So we have to make sure that all the individual agents are working in a way that you achieve the desired outcome. Here so we will move to section 2, which is application of multi-agent systems in healthcare. So one of the use cases is enhancing doctor-patient interactions. So we can use natural language processing with our LLM, SLM-based agents, which can facilitate natural language processing to improve doctor-patient interactions, enabling more efficient and accurate communication. So one of the use cases is medical data analysis. We are utilizing LLM for analyzing medical data, which in turn can assist doctors in diagnosing and treating patients and leading to an enhanced healthcare outcomes. We are also using the chatbot from John Snow lab and OCI also had its own ODA, Oracle Digital Assistant, and we actually fine-tune them on medical data and use them as virtual health assistants, and then integrating them with patient care system can provide patients with personalized healthcare guidance and support. The second use case is medical research and knowledge generation. We have used JSL MedMX to do literature review. So these agents can actually assist doctors in conducting comprehensive literature reviews to stay updated with the latest medical research and advancement. Then we can use these LLMs for generating medical content, which can aid in creating educational materials, research paper, and patient resources. And lastly, with John Snow Labs, we have seen that how these LLMs can be integrated into clinical decision support systems, which can provide doctors with evidence-based recommendations for their patients. Another way we use them in our healthcare operations and administrations is that we actually use these agents to automate workflow. So these agents can automate administrative tasks such as appointment scheduling, medical record management, billing processes, and streamlining healthcare operations. We also have a resource allocation. By utilizing these LLMs, they can actually do predictive analytics and can optimize a resource allocation within the healthcare facilities, and thus improving efficiency and cost effectiveness. And lastly, we have used large language models in the field of regulatory compliance. These agents can assist in ensuring regulatory compliance by analyzing healthcare policies and guidelines to support decision making. Now, moving to section 3, we will see what are some of the benefits and challenges of a multi-agent system in healthcare. So some of the advantages of agentic workflow in healthcare are enhanced efficiency. The use of these agents in healthcare can lead to improved operational efficiency, reduced administrative burden, and faster decision-making processes. Another advantage is personalized care. We can leverage LLMs for patient data analysis. Healthcare providers can deliver personalized treatment plans and interventions tailored to individual patient needs. And then, of course, the knowledge expansion. Multi-agent systems enable continuous learning and knowledge expansion within the healthcare domain, contributing to ongoing advancement. Some of the challenges and ethical considerations are around data privacy and security. So integrating LLM-based agents requires robust data privacy and security measures to safeguard sensitive patient information and prevent unauthorized access. There are also risks around bias and fairness. Addressing potential biases in LLM-generated outputs is crucial to ensure fair and equitable healthcare outcomes for diverse patient populations, and also adhering to healthcare regulations and ethical guidelines when deploying LLM-based agents is essential to maintain the patient trust and safety. So some of the future outlook and adoption considerations. So one is technological integration. The future adoption of multi-agent agents in healthcare will involve seamless integration with existing healthcare systems and interoperability standards. We have to consider training and education, how healthcare professionals will require specialized training and education. And lastly, and most importantly, the ethical governance. Establishing ethical governance frameworks for multi-agent LLM in healthcare is imperative. Next section is leveraging Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, OCI, for agentic workflow. So here is the agentic workflow, and we have this workflow to enable a real-time decision making and strategic planning, as well as creating summarization from notes and entity recognition. The user, as in a medical or healthcare professional, doctor, nurses, they provide a natural language based input which goes through a small language model which moderate that input to make sure that it is following the ethical guidelines and the regulatory guidelines. It goes to a large language based decision router. For us, we are actually using SLM, which is Mistral, open source. And then depending upon the domain the input is aligning with, it can send it to Llama 3.1 for data extraction, as well as it can send it to JSL, John Snow Lab, NetMax 8B parameter language model. They both have integration with database, and they can actually go and extract data, and then they can act upon that data. Then the JSL model sends the reply or response back to the moderator, and which then relays that response if it is within all the regulatory and ethical parameters to the user or to the application. This is a reference architecture on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Basically, we are using Oracle Kubernetes engine, and we are using NVIDIA GPUs. They can run on both NVIDIA and AMD GPUs for inference. And we also have some CPU-based, some HPC CPU-based occurrences. So advantages of OCI for agentic workflow is robust infrastructure, scalability and performance, and security and compliance. And lastly, we have integrated this with healthcare workflows. We provide OCI provides a flexible compute, auto tuning storage, load data egress fees, facilitating the seamless integration of the multi-agent LLM workflows within the healthcare operations. We also have LLM-based applications which enables workflow automation, resource allocation optimization, and regulatory compliance. Lastly, we have continuous support and monitoring. We offer free tools and reports to support the continuous monitoring and optimization of multi-agent workflows. Lastly, OCI is a future-ready infrastructure for innovation and adaptability, training and education, and also for ethical governance. If you have any questions, I will answer them real time.